How to build a fortune one dusty driveway at a time. Sarah was 32, sitting in a cubicle in suburban Chicago, watching the rain hit the window and realizing her bank account was as dry as a desert. Everyone told her to go back to school, get another degree, or maybe try to invent an app. But Sarah looked at the world differently. She looked at the ground. She noticed that every house in her middle-class neighborhood had a driveway, and almost every single one of them was cracked, faded, and gray. She spent her last $400 on an industrial-grade sprayer, some professional sealant, and a stack of flyers she printed at the library. Her first job was for Mr. Henderson, the grumpiest guy on the block. She spent 6 hours on her hands and knees, scrubbing oil stains and filling cracks until her back ached and her fingernails were stained permanently black. When she finished, the driveway looked brand new. Mr. Henderson didn't just pay her. He told 3 of his friends. That's the thing about the American dream. People think it's a lottery ticket. But for Sarah, it was a grind. She spent 3 years being the driveway lady. She worked through the humid July heat when the asphalt felt like a literal frying pan, and she worked through the crisp, biting October mornings. She didn't buy a fancy car or a big house with her first $100,000. No, she bought a second rig. Then, she hired a crew of 3 local kids who needed a summer job. She realized that in America, people will pay anything for someone who actually shows up, does what they say they're going to do, and actually cares about the result. 12 years later, Sarah owns the largest pavement maintenance company in the entire Midwest. She's a millionaire many times over. But on Saturdays, you can still find her in her old, scuffed-up work boots, checking on a job site. She'll tell anyone who asks that the secret isn't a secret at all. It's about finding the work that nobody else wants to do and doing it better than anyone else. Because in the land of the free, there is a literal fortune just hiding right under your feet.